Welcome to Guitars and Bacon, back again, doing another reaction video, and finally we're checking out the full-blown single, Pablo's La Luna. Now, before we get started, if you want to talk about music, gear, recording, want to hang out while I play video games, head on over to my live stream. I stream on Twitch every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Links down in the description below. So this is it. The triple question mark we reacted to just a few days ago is finally out with an actual title, and we're looking at La Luna, which is pretty much a translation to the moon. It's a pretty romantic name. I guess it kind of alludes with the chorus being when he kind of sings of buwan, ikay ba'y tunay na kaibigan from the last time. So I guess that's where it comes from. Pretty apt title. It's kind of like giving you the vibes of you looking out the window and feeling what's going on and just kind of like thinking to yourself and all that. Well, we're about to check it out. I don't know if I'll actually see any subtitles here, but I wonder if he's gonna be using the past imagery that he used, like the past teaser video. Is that actually incorporated of it, or was it just a total snippet, or is it something totally different from what the actual music video is for this tune that we're looking at right now? So premiere is today. It's happening right now as we speak. I'm gonna be playing the tune. As usual, I'll try to make commentary as I go, and we'll talk a bit about what's going on around that space. So, I wonder how much change there is from the teaser that we've heard. From last time, I did mention a fair amount of saturation happening in the vocals that I wasn't too much of a fan of. It ended up being a bit too much for me, but when everything just cleared out, it was such a nice effect. So there's that contrast to that, but I don't know how I'll feel if once we listen to the whole thing. So it's happening right now. There's a lot of people listening to it. I'm gonna check it out. Okay, this is very different from the teaser. This appears to be like the video itself looks pretty much, wow, it's like the animation is looking good. It's like a scene from Robotech or something, so that's pretty wild. Is this actually gonna be... Is this gonna be something totally different from how we heard it? I don't know, man. Let's see. Look at that, all that machinery, all that gears, buttons, knobs, and all that. Potentiometers. It looks like I'm about to see something from Robotech or Mobile Suit Gundam. It's pretty wild, I gotta say. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge mecha guy. Way back in the day, I had my model kits that I built. I haven't done so in a while, but my fascination with the stories, my fascination with the stories and the imagery, the machines, the mechanical aspect of it is still mind-blowing, man. I'm just, it's crazy what I'm seeing here right now. It's really good. I wonder who created this particular scene. That's something I'm also curious about. And that's the moon. Hold on, let me check. I'm making sure I'm at 1080p. Shadows, television. And there's the moon.
Anong ingay yun? Saan nanggaling yun? Sa tagal nakakulong bilang araw ng panahon. Teka, got my shackles on, that means I am home. Got no room for visitors, it'd be best if y'all leave me alone. Hey, go away, I'd be rude if I ask you to stay. Cause I'm gon' pray, right before I try to eat my prey. You know.
Hold on there. Okay, quick pause. So I was expecting something that something similar, or the vibe with sharing with the teaser, the triple question mark tune that we just reacted to. But this sounds like a totally different song. He's singing in English, and yeah, obviously the triple question mark tune we reacted to last time was in Filipino. Talking musically about this, it sounds like the melody is using it in the melodies in a minor key, not really the somber type. It's a bit more sinister if we're talking about the feeling that it's giving out. A bit of strange visuals that's appearing. We've seen Pablo with cuffs on, really big chains too. And it looks like the opening scene shows him in a room all alone, with sitting on a television, and it looks like everything's just been messed up. So interesting imagery. I haven't managed to pick up on the lyrics just yet. I'm just trying to take in the music as we go along. So let's take a listen again.
Who cares what they say? Don't invade my space, cause if you do, then I'll leave you. Kahit saan magpuntay, piging uhaw ay di na darating. Ako'y magpapakalasing sa tugong bawat magpiling. Umagay di na darating, buwan ay laging nakating. Hindi na usong huling hiling, tara simulan natin. That was a nice proposal, but I'm trying to avoid trouble. I'll admit keeping myself to myself is an ideal. Should I really go out there and be healthy, though it's clear that the whole world is unfair, plus stay okay.
Hold on. Wow. Okay, that was... the music itself sounded pretty epic. The strings, obviously not actual strings, it's probably all MIDI, but it's all good. It's sounding pretty massive. Something you'd normally hear, I guess, from a symphonic metal band like Epica. It's sounding pretty wild. The strings, like dun, 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 those arpeggios on that one kind of creates that sinister vibe to it, almost like something big is about to come. So and we also get a visual of Pablo sort of talking into the camera, and then splitting into two, or pretty much having a discussion with himself. I guess there's a bit of a duality with the song here, and where he actually speaks or raps in Filipino. It's sounding pretty sinister. Definitely a different tune from what I've heard from the past. At least I would think so. Unless this is something along the lines of where there's different sections that kind of shifts into a different type of, almost a different genre, just smushed together. I don't know if this is something like that. I mean, we definitely have established that it is one of the tricks under Pablo's bag. So who knows what happens? But it's sounding pretty dark, in the sense that it's very creepy. It's like the music itself feels like it's creeping up to something, and then something massive is just gonna come out of nowhere. The bass is barely audible, but it sounds like a synth bass. I am not hearing any percussions yet, so let's see.
I've been living all my life right behind these. About to be the life the night got for all these. Cause I like your mind, I deep. I'm very 6 feet. What's beneath the pay the game from Halifax? These are my lifelines outside. It's my time. Satan ng buhay ko'y naglakbay ng mag-isa. Mga paniniwala ko'y di nabasag ng iba. Di kailanman kailangan ng maraming kaibigan na sa kalagitnaan ng digmaan ay nawawala. At kung kailangan wala sila, yun ay di problema. Kayang-kaya at matagal na ginagawa ko na.
Hold on, quick pause there. The lyrics, I'm trying to listen to the lyrics a fair bit, because the musicality at this part sounds fairly similar to the first verse. It sounds like he's rapping about his independence, like He doesn't really need people who suddenly disappears when like war is happening or something like a trial or something challenging is actually on their way or facing him. He's basically saying that those people would just abandon him anyway, so he doesn't really need him at this point. So that's kind of like the feel. But man, the look for this almost has that historical Japanese feel to it. It's almost like he's wearing a kimono, but it's a pretty cool look, I gotta say. Especially the scene where he's in the middle of the trees here. Wow, it looks good. Whoever shot this was on point, man. That's really awesome looking. The gray, there's like a grayish kind of vibe on the cinematics here from the visuals, giving it a almost kind of creepy, eerie feeling to it. Wow. Okay. Hold on. Quick pause there. I think I just missed something really awesome. But there was a scene where birds just flew by. I don't know if those were CGI or whatever, but that was so nicely crafted. Visuals are really on point for this particular tune, I gotta say. And he's using a lot more grit on his rapping here, which is really good. It's definitely adding to the context of the music. There, take a look at that. There, the birds just flying by was just so freaking wild, man. That was whoa. I have a feeling it's a CGI, but if this is actually legit birds that they managed to shoot as he's pointing that way, that's amazing. Or better yet, they actually had a couple of birds snuck in and then just they managed to catch them and just let it fly off at that exact moment. That was such a great shot. This is really, really cool. Okay, I think that's where the play in the chorus is. Lalo ka na, especially you. It translates to that one. That's pretty clever. That's pretty clever. The foggy vibe, the foggy atmosphere, the haze, all that. It looks really, really good in those shots. Cool. Very unexpected. I was totally expecting something very mellow and sad in a sense. Because, like I said, I thought I was fully expecting it to be a continuation of this particular tune. So that was wild. It's a fairly straightforward rap tune, but he's got himself a fair amount of grit in his voice, which I'm kind of worried. It doesn't sound like one of those vocal techniques that you do that doesn't really harm your throat. That's kind of like because some people are actually trained to do that gritty kind of voice. Others, like myself, who kind of like try to imitate that kind of technique on our own without being properly trained, ends up really being very harsh on the throat. He doesn't seem to be using his like a fry technique when he's adding grit into those vocals. So it's fairly similar to a false chord technique on his growls, or not really on his on that gritty kind of vocals there. The imagery is still really on point. I think that's probably one of the best things for me. Very unexpected, because Yeah, totally expecting a different tune, but hey, it's pretty awesome. He's managed to put out a tune. The lyrics itself, although I wasn't able to quite read everything, I did mostly manage to hear like how he was rapping about standing alone, being used to the solitude, because he's kind of like, he's done it before and he's managed to succeed doing it alone. So that's kind of like the vibe that I get from the lyrics. Thumbs up for me. What about you guys? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you guys got requests or something like that. I do have a list that I'm following. I've gotten a couple of requests from the other. I've gotten a couple of requests for songs of the other members of SB19, which I'll be checking out soon as well. So keep an eye out on that. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification icon to be one of the first people to see new content when it's out. And one more reminder, if you want to talk about music, gear, recording, want to hang out while I play video games, head on over to my live stream. I stream on Twitch every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Links down in the description below. Come hang out, it's free. Once again, thanks for tuning in to Guitars and Bacon. See ya.
Down.
Oh, you called it, you called it.